Good day mga boss! Welcome to Crypto natin lahat. Ngayon ang sobrang patok na Axie Infinity. Ito ay isang play-to-earn game. Lahat tayo gustong-gusto natin maglaro nito. Paano ba tayo makapag-start? Kailangan muna natin mag-purchase na Axies. Saan ba binibili yung Axies? So meron tayong tinatawag na marketplace. Dito, pwede kayo mamili ng lahat ng Axie na gusto nyo. Pero kailangan nyo gumamit ng isang currency pambili rito. Ano bang currency? Ito yung WETH, W-E-T-H. Or Wrap Ethereum. It is an Ethereum-based token for us to use para makabili ng Axie. Ngayon, ang tanong, saan tayo bibili ng WETH or WETH? Dito yan sa crypto mo to. Isa kami sa biggest dealer ng WETH dito sa Philippines. You can contact us sa aming Facebook page. Wala nang iba sa link namin, www.facebook.com/cryptomototv. And meron na kaming chatbot. Kung gusto nyo kami makontak, i-message nyo lang kami sa Facebook and i-type nyo Aling Marites and automatically, meron kaming chatbot dyan na sasagot sa inyo. Pagka-type nyo ng Aling Marites, lalabas yung current rates ng crypto mo to. Mas mura pa yan sa Binance. Lalabas dyan kung anong gusto mong bilhin, WETH, AXS, or gusto mong magbenta na SLP, or even bumili ng SLP pwede. So let's say for example, buy WETH. Ngayon lalabas, magtatanong kung ilang WETH ang gusto mong bilhin. Let's say for example, magta-type ako 100K. Ngayon, lalabas dyan yung transaction number mo which is connected sa database namin and maghihintay ka lang ng 5 to 10 minutes para balikan ang aming mga CSR or ang ating mga Aling Marites. Ngayon, pagbalik ng quotation mo, pwede ka na magbayad. Pagkabayad mo, pwede ka na mag-send ng screenshot and after 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, nasa iyo na yung WETH mo. Yun, salamat mga bossing. Asahan ko kayo lahat. Hihintayin ko kayo sa Facebook Messenger namin. No? Kausapin nyo kami via chatbot. Magre-reply ang ating mga Aling Marites at ready kayong paglingkuran at pagsilbihan sa lahat ng kailangan yung in-game needs sa Axie Infinity. Salamat mga boss! mga boss! Welcome to Crypto Mo to. Alam naman natin lahat ngayon ang sobrang patok na Axie Infinity. Ito ay isang play-to-earn game. Lahat tayo gustong-gusto natin maglaro nito. Paano ba tayo makapag-start? Kailangan muna natin mag-purchase na Axies. Saan ba binibili yung Axies? So, meron tayong tinatawag na marketplace. Dito, pwede kayo mamili ng lahat ng Axie gusto nyo. Pero, kailangan nyo gumamit ng isang currency pamili rito. Ano bang currency na to? Ito yung WETH, W-E-T-H, or Wrap Ethereum. It is an Ethereum-based token for us to use para makabili ng Axie. Ngayon, ang tanong, saan tayo bibili ng WETH or WETH? Dito yan sa Crypto Mo to. Isa kami sa biggest dealer ng WETH dito sa Philippines. You can contact us sa aming Facebook page. Wala nang iba sa link namin, www.facebook.com/CryptoMotoTV. And meron na kaming chatbot. Kung gusto nyo kami makontak, i-message nyo lang kami sa Facebook and i-type nyo Aling Marites, and automatically, meron kaming chatbot dyan na sasagot sa inyo. Pagka-type nyo ng Aling Marites, lalabas yung current rates ng Crypto Mo to. Mas mura pa yan sa Binance. Lalabas dyan kung anong gusto mong bilhin, WETH, AXS, or gusto mong magbenta ng SLP, or even bumili ng SLP pwede. So let's say for example, buy WETH. Ngayon lalabas, magtatanong kung ilang WETH ang gusto mong bilhin. Let's say for example, magta-type ako 100K. Ngayon, lalabas dyan yung transaction number mo, which is connected sa database namin, and maghihintay ka lang ng 5 to 10 minutes para balikan ang aming mga CSR or ang ating mga Aling Marites. Ngayon, pagbalik ng quotation mo, pwede ka na magbayad. Pagkabayad mo, pwede ka na mag-send ng screenshot, and after 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, nasa iyo na yung WETH mo. Yun, salamat mga bossing. Aasahan ko kayo lahat, hihintayin ko kayo sa Facebook Messenger namin. No? Kausapin nyo kami via chatbot. Magre-reply ang ating mga Aling Marites at ready kayong pag-ringkoran at pagsilbihan sa lahat ng kailangan nyong in-game needs sa Axie Infinity. Salamat mga boss! Good day mga boss! Welcome to Crypto Mo to. Alam naman natin lahat ngayon ang sobrang patok na Axie Infinity. Ito ay isang play-to-earn game. Lahat tayo gustong-gusto natin maglaro nito. Paano ba tayo makapag-start? Kailangan muna natin mag-purchase ng Axies. Saan ba binibili yung Axies? So meron tayong tinatawag na marketplace. Dito, pwede kayo mamili ng lahat ng Axie gusto nyo. Pero, kailangan nyo gumamit ng isang currency pamili rito. Ano bang currency na to? Ito yung WETH, W-E-T-H, or Wrap Ethereum. It is an Ethereum-based token for us to use para makabili ng Axie. Ngayon, ang tanong, saan tayo bibili ng WETH or W-E-T-H? Dito yan sa Crypto Mo to. Isa kami sa biggest dealer ng WETH dito sa Philippines. You can contact us sa aming Facebook page. Wala nang iba sa link namin, www.facebook.com/CryptoMotoTV. And meron na kaming chatbot. Kung gusto nyo kami makontak, i-message nyo lang kami sa Facebook and i-type nyo Aling Marites, and automatically, meron kaming chatbot dyan na sasagot sa inyo. Pagka-type nyo ng Aling Marites, lalabas yung current rates ng Crypto Mo to. Mas mura pa yan sa Binance. Lalabas dyan kung anong gusto mong bilhin, WETH, AXS, or gusto mong magbenta ng SLP, or even bumili ng SLP pwede. So let's say for example, buy WETH. Ngayon lalabas, magtatanong kung ilang WETH ang gusto mong bilhin. Let's say for example, magta-type ako 100K. Ngayon, lalabas dyan yung transaction number mo, which is connected sa database namin, and maghihintay ka lang ng 5 to 10 minutes para balikan ang aming mga CSR or ating mga Aling Marites. Ngayon, pagbalik ng quotation mo, pwede ka na Good day mga boss! Welcome to Crypto Mo to. Alam naman natin lahat ngayon ang sobrang patok na Axie Infinity. Ito ay isang play-to-earn game. Lahat tayo gustong-gusto natin maglaro nito. Paano ba tayo makapag-start? Kailangan muna natin mag-purchase ng Axies. Saan ba binibili yung Axies? So meron tayong tinatawag na marketplace. Dito, pwede kayo mamili ng lahat ng Axie gusto nyo. Pero, kailangan nyo gumamit ng isang currency pamili dito. Ano bang currency na to? Ito yung WETH, W-E-T-H, or Wrap Ethereum. It is an Ethereum-based token for us to use para makabili ng Axie. Ngayon, ang tanong, saan tayo bibili ng WETH or W-E-T-H? Dito yan sa Crypto Mo to. Isa kami sa biggest dealer ng WETH dito sa Philippines. You can contact us sa aming Facebook page. Wala nang iba sa link namin, www.facebook.com/CryptoMotoTV. And meron na kaming chatbot. Kung gusto nyo kami makontak, i-message nyo lang kami sa Facebook and i-type nyo
What's up, everybody? It's a new day again here in the United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament. My name is Patting Jamin. Together with me is Charlie, and we will bring you today's 9 explosive matches.
Yeah, speaking
That's
of
nice.
explosive, we will be having our first match between Jobbles Gaming and Packet TV.
Oh my gosh, you saying that, it just really scares the hell out of me. That's
Yeah.
Jobos Gaming versus Paco TV, everybody. And for some of you who doesn't know yet, Jobos Gaming was the champion of the recent United Gamers All-Star Tournament, and Paco TV was one of his runner-ups. Now, this is the lower bracket in the United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament. Lower bracket, guys, so it means one will have to say goodbye.
Yeah, that's kind of sad, but it's exciting because no one from them will be giving some easy fight between each other. But again, before we proceed on that, huge shoutouts to Moy Moy Palaboy, U-Level, and UGG for making this event possible. And also for our sponsors in the from the Crypto Moto TV, and also from Board Punks of Society that who will provide some good and great prize pools
That's
to our
true.
tournament.
Yeah, so Board Pong Society, they actually added their NFT. That NFT, you know, that guy, that blue colored guy. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be owned by the champion of this United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament. But last but not the least, this tournament won't be possible, of course, if not for United Gamers Guild. They're the ones who brought us this tournament, and it is just right that we thank them for it. And guys, by the way, speaking of United Gamers Guild, they actually recently launched this website, their
Ooh, yeah.
newly official website, unitedgamers.gg. Just tune into that, and you'll see a lot of NFT news about the Blockchain Explorer and such, and also the registrations for the United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament Season 2 is already up, and you'll get to see the registration form there.
Yeah,
in
make
the
sure you
United Gamers
visit that
official
website because it will bring you a lot of surprise. So make sure you hover there because we have a ton of game like
Yeah.
selfie game. You have a selfie game, right?
Yes, that's true. We have this party, this selfie event, and you can get a chance to win a 3 AXS each because
Ooh.
there's like 4 3 AXS that's gonna be given away.
Yeah.
Now, how to join? Of course, you just need to submit a selfie of you visiting the website, and then upload your photos as a comment or a tweet in the official event post in Facebook and or the official thread in Twitter, respectively. So you just need to put a caption about your favorite thing about the website or about the thing you love the most in the website. But don't forget to put the hashtag UGG site visits so that we can check your posts. And of course, like and share or retweet the official Facebook post or the official Twitter thread. Now, the top 2 photos on the Facebook post with the most likes will win 3 AXS each, and that also goes for the top 2 tweets in Twitter.
And yeah, we also have our prize pool with a total of 180 AXS. So for the 7th and 8th placer, you will be receiving 5 AXS, and the 5th and 6th
Yeah,
will be
that's a
having
lot.
10 AXS, and then the 4th placer will be having 15 AXS, and our 3rd placer 25 AXS, for the 2nd runner-up and the 1st 40 and 70 respectively. So that's gonna be a lot of prizes.
I
And,
know.
aside from that, by the way, as per mentioned, they need to put their favorite thing on our website. You know what's my favorite thing on my
What is
website?
it?
The link where you can see the instructions on how you
Oh.
will win the 5 scholarships
Oh, yeah.
from the United Gamers Guild. So make sure you hover there. There's instructions there on how you can join, and possibly you'll be saying good day manager to
Oh.
UGG once you've been chosen.
Oh my gosh, I love where you're getting at because those 5 scholarship giveaways will be drawn on February 13, guys. So don't miss the chance to be a UGG scholar. I will actually join. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will actually join.
Let's join because
Yeah.
it's a good price already. You don't need to spend some money. You'll be giving, or you will be receiving rather, a scholarship directly from UGG, and most probably in the future you might be joining the tournament like this.
Yeah,
right?
you know, that's true. And this tournament, actually, it had more than 10,000 registrations. But it just so happened that we can only choose 64. 64 of those 11,000, almost 11,000 or more than 11,000. But you know, that range. And then from those 64 players, there was an off-live qualifiers round, and then the top 16 of that qualifiers were the ones chosen to be part of this live matches. But some of those 16 are still here. Some of those 16 are not here anymore. But the other 16 for the 32 contenders in this tournament were direct invites. So some direct invites are still here. Some direct invites are no longer here. But what's going to be interesting is where will the champion come from? Will it come from the qualifiers or will it come from the direct invites?
That's the question, and it's very exciting to know where we'll be getting the champion.
Oh, that was really quick! We're already in round 1, guys! Paco TV versus Jobbles Gaming has already started, and that was an aggressive take coming from Jobbles Gaming, throwing that hair dagger and so on. Now he's left with no energy, and Paco TV. Paco, this is one of his signature lineups. He used this during the previous round, and he's still gonna use it here. Jobbles Gaming is not using any aquas, but he has a bird which has a class advantage against those bugs. But this is a bird plant. He was probably kind of like I don't know what he was expecting with a lineup of Paco.
Job was very hot there with some hair dagger and depleting 1 energy, but Packet here answering with a discards and the draw card as well. Because of the cattail, Jobbles gained some cards right there. So now looking onto their HP, Jobbles have an advantage. But right now we are heading into round 3. Both of them are thinking very well, knowing that this will be the last match or the last battle from one of them.
That's true.
If one successfully defeated the other one.
But they both skipped during round number 2, and I actually understand now why Jobbles Gaming chose this lineup. This is actually kind of a direct counter against the double bug and a Pocky. But speaking of Pocky, that Pocky will be casted against Jobbles, followed up by that anesthetic bait, and of course discarding 3 cards from Jobbles. And this plant won't survive. He won't be able to use those bug splats.
The sandals were completely thrown away without landing onto the face of the bugs of Packet. So now Jobos will be having a hard time here.
He will.
Because he only has 2 left axes there. And also with the discards that was given here by Packet, it's gonna be hard for him because the only cards remain here are Balloon Pop, Vine Dagger, Prickly Trap. So what could be the possible trick here by Jobos? Will he pass here, or will he do some 1 card just to remove Packet's bug here?
The problem here is that Jobbles Gaming, he exhausted 2 energy from the previous round. Now he lacks the resources to push through, but there's still ways to like turn this thing around. We have a technical pause in there, but this is the perfect time to like talk about what Jobbles Gaming should do against that double bug and a Pocky. That's an aqua bug. I'm actually using that kind of lineup, but anyway, the Jobbles Gaming, he has to be patient. And I actually have no doubts about Jobbles Gaming's patience. I've seen him play patiently so many times. But if Packwood was able to draw the Pocky again, this is gonna be worrisome for Jobbles Gaming because Paco TV will be able to cast a lot of damage against Jobbles Gaming's camp. But Jobbles Gaming, if we have to hope that Paco TV won't be able to draw his key cards, especially the Pocky, and then Jobbles Gaming will have to deal damage. But speaking of damage, we will replay a little, we will review a little, and this is the rounds where he was so aggressive about dealing damage. Thankfully, in this round, he was able to draw 3 cards despite those 2 discards. But in a few rounds, that's gonna be where we left off.
Yeah, and normally facing double discards, Axies, you really need to be aggressive just for you not to lose the cards or good cards that you're having here. So that's gonna be a good decision from Jobbles Gaming here. But as we can see, in this round, he suffers a lot of inconvenience knowing that he loses some cards there, and he's outnumbered with the energy. And here he uses the Egg Bomb
He's
with
gonna
the
skip
balloon.
though.
Mhm.
And then Pakot is actually gonna skip despite that egg bomb play. And finally, the blood taste has arrived, and this is his.
Oh, the
This is gonna
sacrifice.
be his sustain potential that's supposed to be used. But
Pocky.
Pakot, this is what we were talking about. He was able to draw
Uh-oh.
that Pocky, followed up by the upstream swim and that Crimson Water. Jobbles Gaming already lost his bird. Now he has to rely solely on this plant to survive against these two Axies from Paco TV.
Okay, Fragile Hill was drop off. Jobbles Gaming trying to survive.
Oh
But
no,
the
he's not
Scarab
gonna-
Curse and
Oh,
the Static
no!
will be going on to the face
Ow!
of Jobbles. Leak Leak, Prickly Trap, and Vine Dagger will be not enough to remove the bug of Packet here. But there will be some disables
Oh,
here
he's gonna
with the
skip.
range cards. But he skipped. Now
Oh,
he
he
has
has to
4
shield
cards.
up.
It's gonna be a 1v1 situation. What will be the cards that will be dropped
Oh
off here by
no!
Packet TV?
He used the
Oh,
fragile,
the
and then he's
Pocky.
gonna follow it up with the Pocky and the Crimson Water and the Upstream Swim, finishing Jobbles Gaming in that game number 1 in round number 8. That was really quick, and that was we were talking about Charlie. Paco kept on drawing his damage cards. He even used the Scarab so that Jobbles Gaming won't be able to heal in case he uses that Blood Taste. But Jobbles Gaming did not use the Blood Taste because he knows about the Scarab Curse. But when the time came, he was able to save up energy and he wants to shield up to the maximum shield. Maximum shield count, I don't know, maximum shield value. It was just not enough. All those damage cards from Paco were drawn all the time.
And the team composition is very hard against a Packet TV,
Yeah.
knowing that there's a Scarab Curse, a direct counter to the healing. And what he did here, like Jobble sacrificed the bird, which has a lot of damage, and now it's gonna be the plant, which we all know that the technique of that plant is to survive, knowing that there's a blood taste, but he can't directly use that, and it's a 2v1 situation.
Yes, it
And the
was.
Pocky, it dished out so much damage, knowing that there were 2 bugs, and Pocky is has increased damage, knowing that
Yeah,
uh,
because of the double bug.
yeah, the double bug. So it's a very good fight for them, but now it's 1-0 in favor of Paco TV. Now,
Yeah, I
what's
can
gonna be the winning technique or winning condition here for Jobos Gaming for round 2? What do you think?
Well, Jobbles Gaming, his signature lineup, well, he won the All-Star Tournament with the Jumping Poison kind of lineup. Yeah, but he's hesitant about using it because Paco TV has the Pocky, the discard lineup. And you know, this card is actually very, very strong against the Jumping Poisons because Jumping Poisons are very combo dependent.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not able to like deal a lot of combination plays because with a jumping poison you have to like use chains, the barb strike and such. You have to use the smart shot, combo it with a lot of cards so that you can like put poison stacks in every axie of your opponent. But I don't know, Jobbles Gaming, he has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of axies under his sleeve. He can also like use a triple aqua if he wants to. I mean, there was this one time when he went up against RMZ and then he used an aqua plant. I mean,
Then what happened there?
well, it was really funny because RMZ used the aqua bug kind of lineup. Yeah, and then of course we do know that AAPs are very strong against the discard lineup. But moving on to game number 2. Jobbles Game is not gonna change his lineup. He's gonna stay true to it. Meanwhile, Paco TV, he knows he already has the 1-point advantage and wants to secure the win, changing his lineup to a God Reptile, Aqua, and a Plant. But Jobbles Gaming, just like game number 1, he's gonna be very aggressive about it in round number 1. But round number 2, let's see what is Paco gonna do about his resources now that he has 3, 4, 5. He's gonna skip again. He just want to sacrifice this plant.
Yeah, but with the sacrifices, he gained a lot of energies here. So
Yeah,
we're gonna be expecting a lot of damage here from Paco TV as we head into round number 4. And knowing that this is a God Reptile that's gonna be a lot of damage after round 4 because it's a tiny dino, and we can expect so much damage with that tiny dino. And also Jobus Gaming, very aggressive like what you've mentioned.
Yeah.
And let's see here, since there were a lot of energy
Oh
from
no, a
Pakot.
balloon!
Oh,
He
the
will not be
fear.
able to use his tail slap, but that's not really a problem because it still has a lot of energy here in round 3, using the acrobatic, the crimson water, and the scarab curse, of course. But that cattail, Jobbles Gaming was able to draw a lot of cards. The thing I'm worried about here was that Jobbles Gaming, for round 1 and round 2, he used 5 energy just to burst out the plant. And Pakot Gaming here, he's not yet done with the plant of Jobbles Gaming, and that's not really a problem for him because the cards of Jobbles Gaming keeps on rotating in his plant earlier.
Yeah.
And right now, in round number 4, this plant is about to die, and it still has a bug splat, but he has to think about whether to use that or not. But both of them skipped during that round number 3, and now round 4 is incoming. Paco TV will use the Crimson Water and the Scarab Curse. Jobbles Gaming will answer that with a Hair Dagger and a Peace Treaty. Paco TV will not attack in his Aqua, but will use a Cotarabyte. Well,
Huge
passive not will be
headbutts.
proc though.
Coming in from Jobus Gaming, it's gonna be a 2v1. Here we are on the God Reptile, the sustainability and the reflect. We will be seeing here a place from Paco TV seeing 2v1 situation, but we still have an egg bomb here, a taunt in case just the plant of Jobus Gaming will be heading into Paco TV. He might dodge some attacks there if he used the egg bomb. But let's see here. Now we are waiting for them to attack. What could be the possible comeback here by Jobus Gaming, since he really needs to win this round so that he can go into game number 3, Prime JP.
Yeah, actually, Paco TV, we've seen this yesterday, Charlie. I remember watching the game of Coco and Hazelia. Now Paco TV is using the almost the same Axie that Coco was using yesterday. But now Paco here in a 1 versus 2 situation, it's already round 5. The passive of that tiny swing is already activated.
Yep.
And reptile cards are somewhat competitive against plants, but they are more than strong. They are more than aggressive against birds later on. And he's gonna be able to shield up a lot, and he's gonna be able to deflect a lot of damage. So Paco TV here still has the upper hand. What Jobbles Gaming should do here is use his aroma in the perfect rounds, in the perfect time, just to make sure that it's gonna be, oh no, it's gonna be a technical pause again. It's gonna be technical pause again.
Might be, but I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen there. There were 2 sustained axes there, the plant and the reptile, but we all know that the reptile not just a sustained axie, it also fight back with the reflex from range and melees, knowing that we have tiny catapult and the bulwark. But still, we can't deny that we still have 2 axes here on Jobbles Gaming. So still, number is number. It's an advantage still. And like what Paring JP said, the egg bomb. If Jobus Gaming used that egg bomb on a perfect timing, it could be a possible winning condition for him. And right now, we are going back to the game. And as we see here, this is the time that Jobus Gaming became aggressive.
Oh,
and
there
now
it
we are
is.
just reviewing. This is the one that we saw.
Yeah.
2 massive damage from the plant of Jobus Gaming. Prickly Trap, having criticals. You will see there, it's a huge damage, and knowing that it is the last Axie who will be giving some damage. 274 damage, that's a ton. And now, here we are.
TV skipped. He was expecting that Paco will deal damage because he has a lot of energy. Now Jobbles Gaming, he used that blood taste, so maybe in hopes that he will be able to heal back. But this is actually the good news. Oh no, wait, hold that good news, because Paco TV here, is
Coming
gonna
in.
get a critical. That's a double critical for that double tiny swing. But Jobbles Gaming will still survive. His plank will still survive, and he has to use
The taunt.
this blood taste. And now,
Egg bomb.
that's a good play. That's a good play. The egg bomb is casted. Paco TV's damage will have to
Oh,
be
no.
casted there on
Huge
the
swings
bird.
again,
He's
and
gonna
the
end that
bird.
bird, and the blood taste will be used. He's gonna be able to heal back.
And the sustain here by Jobless Gaming. Now the HP has a turn tide. Now, look at here. Bakut will be the one swinging some tiny dinos here. Next with a double tiny catapult, ending with the bulwark.
That's a
It
critical.
will not be enough, but Jobless Gaming will not give some damage there. It's the battle of sustain.
Oh,
the
10
reflect,
HP.
but Bakut TV
Oh,
is the
shield
one
up.
first who will be giving
Oh,
huge
wait. Oh,
swings here.
146,
And it's
146,
enough, and
146.
it's gonna be 2-0. Bakut TV claiming the game as he advanced on our tournament.
That was a clean sweep. Oh my gosh, things are getting so intense. That was just a very intense opening for today's matches.
You see how patient Bakut TV there. He did a lot of pass, saving some energy, and the God of
Yeah.
Reptile. We saw also that he did nothing there, but everything was planned.
It was the patience of Paco TV really shined during that match. And here in Axie Infinity, patience really means a lot. But it's really unfortunate that we will have to say goodbye to our champion, the reigning champion of the United Gamers All-Star Tournament. We will have to say farewell to you, Jobos Gaming. That was really a great fight. Paco TV will have to advance to the next round, and he will... Yes!
Because it's a great
I
upset.
know,
We all
I
know
know.
that Jobless Gaming is one of the greatest player of Axie, but again, there are matches that unpredictable, and also
Yes.
only one will be winning. So again, that was a good match. Still, he did some beautiful plays on the last match, but again, that reflectile did a lot of damage
Yes.
with a tiny dino. So again, the patience cost Packet TV this victory.
It did. And oh my gosh, that was just really a great clean sweep from Paco TV. I mean, I can only imagine the preparation that Paco TV did, especially what happened during the All-Star Tournament. He wants to make a comeback, of course, and I'm sure he really prepared for this tournament. He really prepared for Jobos Gaming. I hope you guys got enough sleep. I mean, Paco TV will have to face off in another match later today. Also today, guys. Also today. So Paco TV, we will see you again for another match today. But that was the end of our first series, guys. And that was only the first.
Yeah,
we
that
will
was
have
the first.
more matches. Maybe, probably as intense as this. But that's about it. Please stay tuned. We will be back after a short break.
Good day mga boss! Welcome to Crypto Moto. Alam naman natin lahat ngayon ang sobrang patok na Axie Infinity. Ito ay isang play-to-earn game. Lahat tayo gustong-gusto natin maglaro nito. Paano ba tayo makapag-start? Kailangan muna natin mag-purchase ng Axies. Saan ba binibili yung Axies? So meron tayong tinatawag na marketplace. Dito, pwede kayo mamili ng lahat ng Axie gusto nyo. Pero, kailangan nyo gumamit ng isang currency pamili rito. Ano bang currency na to? Ito yung WETH, W-E-T-H, or Wrap Ethereum. It is an Ethereum-based token for us to use para makabili ng Axie. Ngayon, ang tanong, saan tayo bibili ng WETH or WETH? Dito yan sa Crypto Moto. Isa kami sa biggest dealer ng WETH dito sa Philippines. You can contact us sa aming Facebook page. Wala nang iba sa link namin, www.facebook.com/CryptoMotoTV. And meron na kaming chatbot. Kung gusto nyo kami makontak, i-message nyo lang kami sa Facebook and i-type nyo Aling Marites, and automatically, meron kaming chatbot dyan na sasagot sa inyo. Pagka-type nyo ng Aling Marites, lalabas yung current rates ng Crypto Moto. Mas mura pa yan sa Binance. Lalabas dyan kung anong gusto mong bilhin, WETH, AXS, or gusto mong magbenta ng SLP, or even bumili ng SLP pwede. So let's say for example, buy WETH. Ngayon lalabas, magtatanong kung ilang WETH ang gusto mong bilhin. Let's say for example, magta-type ako 100K. Ngayon, lalabas dyan yung transaction number mo, which is connected sa database namin, and maghihintay ka lang ng 5 to 10 minutes para balikan ang aming mga CSR or ating mga Aling Marites. Ngayon, pagbalik ng quotation mo, pwede ka na magbayad. Pagkabayad mo, pwede ka na mag-send ng screenshot, and after 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, nasa iyo na yung WETH mo. Yun, salamat mga bossing. Asahan ko kayo lahat. Hihintayin ko kayo sa Facebook Messenger namin. No? Kausapin nyo kami.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament. And I am now back. I am in Victim. Together here with me is
Charlie, back at it again for another series, and we will be heading into series number 2 between Kapitan and Gray. So, how's your day in Victim?
actually I was really excited to see the last series between Joe Balls and Paco TV. Both of them being coming from the same family, which is Crypto Familia. And it was really an intense match, especially when it came down to that last few moments of Joe Balls having to sacrifice his bird against Paco TV, and then Paco TV just going ham with, of course, the tiny dinos,
Yeah,
the
the
tiny
reflect
catapults. And at the end of the day, I have to commend Paco there for this defeating the previous champion of course, the Axie All-Stars Tournament, brought to you by UGG as well. But now, going back here, this could be Kapitan versus Ray. I think Kapitan here was the one with the very technical lineup, which is the Bird plan. Now, that is really technical because birds are, by nature, they are all basically defenseless. They don't have any capacity to build brick walls, build walls against opponents, except if they do have the Sunder armor.
Yeah.
Now, Whitebeard Ray here, known for his Whitebeard Axies, he has a lot of Axies now in his arsenal.
Oh, so we can expect different lineups here from
course.
Ray, knowing that he has a lot of axes. So I'm very excited to see that double bird, knowing that it's a bird is a defenseless axis. So giving 2 damager on a lineup, it's kind of risky. As usual, that the basic lineup is like 1 damager. There were 2 fronts or 2 defender. So I'm really quite excited on to the match if he will be using that lineup. But just in case that you're wondering who are the provider or the sponsors here, we would like to thank Moy Palaboy, U-Level, and UGG for making this event possible, and also for our sponsors, Crypto Moto TV, and we also have Board Punks that will provide some beautiful and stylish reward like NFT, and also some AXS and stuff. So also don't forget, you're seeing a website below. Don't forget to check that website because it will bring you a lot of games. So our players will not be the winners, just also you had a chance to win AXS. You need just to do a selfie and go into our website, take a selfie, and then you just need to upload that photo with some caption. So you just need to follow the instruction. You will be seeing there later on, and then most likes of the selfies will be winning some AXS. So if I'm not mistaken, 3 AXS for the top 2 So we have Facebook, we also have Twitter. So make sure you get there you go. There's the instruction, and you also need to put the hashtag UGG site visit, and make sure you explore the site because you need to put what's your favorite thing about our website. And aside from that, we also have scholarship giveaways, right,
Yes.
Invictum?
And that scholarship giveaway, all the information about it will be found in the UnitedGamers.gg. But before that, let's focus on the match at hand. That's gonna be Kapitan going against Ray, and Kapitan here is actually going for a double dusk jumping poison team, and of course that plant with of course the pumpkin, the disguise, the Sirius, and the now Ray here with that God Reptile, the Reflectile, the mech, with the hero, the Hair Dagger, that crack, and of course the Acro. He will have the chance to burst down Kapitan. But the question here is, will it be enough to ensure a 1v2 situation here, because that Dusk will just keep on healing against a Reflectile.
Yeah, knowing that that Dusk has a Shiitake on his back. So it's gonna be a battle of sustain later on. So let's see if Ray would serve a lot of reflex going onto the Dusk. But as we can see here, even though the mech of Ray has its hair dagger, we are seeing here that one of the dashes of Kapitan is much has higher speed than the mech. So there were times that Ray should be aware on when will Kapitan or one of his tasks will be attacking, so that he can make use of the passive of the hair dagger, which is drawing cards.
Yes, I have to agree with you on that, but at the same time here, now, we have to take into consideration the fact here that Ray won't be able to just burst through that front door or that front plant of Kapitan without risking his Dusk or his mech and his Reptile getting some stacks of poison coming in from the Yump. And of course, not only that, you also have to take into consideration the fact that Kapitan here will ensure that the poison stacks will be evenly divided against between these three axes of Ray here. And even though Ray has the reflectile here, he won't be able to reflect any of the poison ticks coming in the later rounds.
And again, as we check their lineup, late game is unpredictable, knowing that a late game is partly for God Reptile, but we have like poisons here, and we all know as we head into the late game, poison ticks will be very annoying, knowing that if there will be a lot of stocks, and we have a Shiitake here with a sustain. So I'm kind of excited if we head or pass round 4, knowing that it's a tiny dino like the first series. If you catch that first series, we saw huge tiny swings. So this is gonna be exciting. So again, let's see here. There you go. We will be having the first round. No one will be passing here, and there's the early sneaky raid just to suck some poison going to Ray. But the October trait here was been used by Kapitan, and he expected that damage from Ray. So that's gonna be 3 cards brought to you by Ray, and it costs 50% HP of Kapitan.
Yes, and now Ray has 4 stacks of poison on that plant. That would be 8 damage per tick. But at the same time here, Ray knowing full well that he cannot risk his mech being put or being suffered or being subjected to the stacks of poison coming in from that gas unleash. He will be using that plant to burst through that front door here, that plant here. At the same time, here comes that hero followed by a nutcrack. I think this is gonna be enough. Yes, it is gonna be enough to take out that plant. And just like I said, Ray here used his plant to take the brunt of that gas unleash, and then followed it up by removing the plant of Kapitan here using the cards of the mech.
That was a beautiful hair dagger here by Ray, because Kapitan did not attack, so he had a draw card there. But let's see here, there's the energy destroy coming in from Ray. So again, we will be heading into round number 5. Here's the round where we are seeing a huge damage from the tiny swing because of its passive. But still, Kapitan saving a lot of cards here. So it's gonna be interesting if he will be diving onto the back line or he will be destroying destroying the plant first before he head into the axis of Ray.
Here it comes. Kapitan here now going to the mid lane. That's gonna be a smart shot followed by Venom Spray. Of course, the Barb Strike and the Chump. They're not gonna be enough to take out the mech, but just enough to put some damage on him. Now Ray here will be stacking up energy, of course, with the Vegetal Bite and the Kotaro. Now going to round 5. That's gonna be Kapitan going to the mid lane again, hoping to finally destroy that mech here. Goes through the stun and of course another stun followed by a Barb Strike here. Now that double tiny swing, 146 damage, putting the Dusk on red health.
Yeah, now the Kapitan has a disadvantage in terms of health, but still, the poison, we cannot deny the fact that as we go into the later part of the game, that will be a huge suffering if he will be receiving a lot of suck here. And there's the Shiitake. It's gonna be a battle of sustain later on, but right now, what would Kapitan would do here for this round?
I would say Kapitan here might be skipping, knowing full well that that plant already has 5 stacks of poison, 10 damage per tick. Or Kapitan might just use his mid lane here if he ever does get another round of smart shot and poison poison here, possibly the Venom Spray, hopefully, and the Barb Strike as well. He might just go through the back here, put some stacks of poison before that reptile or that plant destroys the Dusk, and then force it to have even more damage before it boils down to a 1v2 situation.
Yeah, and that's a good idea because again, the Reflectile, it's very hard to face an Axie like that. So one thing you need to do if you have a poison type of Axie is to stack a lot of poisons again, because again, what a Reflectile will do here, he will just defend himself, reflect some damage there, but again, like what Invictum said, the poisons cannot be returned. So as we go into the latter part of the game, that poison could be the winning factor here by Kapitan.
Yes, and I heard, well, now we are gonna be having one more technical pause here, but I heard from Sky Mavis that they're actually onto this bug and they are trying to find ways, trying to find solution to fix it. And right now, although we don't have any control over it, we do have contingency measures prepared, just like you've seen on the first series between Jobos Gaming and of course Paco TV, where we are just waiting for the recording to start and basically get the battle link for the recording, and we will be resuming the match from where we left off.
And there's something good about there because we can review what happened, because we will be seeing from the start what are the skills that they've given there or they thrown off each other. So later on we will be seeing again some review from what happened from the previous round until the present. And as we speak here, there you go, we will be seeing that the mech is still alive, but you will see here that Kapitan is directly jumping onto the mid laner of Ray that causes his mech to be out of the equation.
Now going into round 6 here, I think this is where we left off. Kapitan will just burst through the front door, actually using that Barb Strike and the Chump, not caring about the stun. Puts one more stack of poison there, but at the same time, Ray here will be taking out the Dusk using 2 cards on his Reptile, followed by a Cattail. What a calculation there, 6 stacks of poison. Now Kapitan will be jumping through the back, putting the stacks of poison that we've been talking about on that Reptile, followed of course by that Cerastus.
Is this a double kill? I think this is gonna be a double kill. Yeah, beautiful plays here from Kapitan. When that ticks, the plant is down, but it will not be enough. Ray throwing some huge damage here, knowing that we have Tiny Dino and the 2 slaps. That was a hard slap there.
But here it comes, Kapitan going toe-to-toe against Ray's God Reptile here. 6 stacks of poison, followed by 2 Shiitake, wheeling him back up to 373. But Ray, prepared for it, goes in with 4 cards there. Now we are going into the Blood Moon rounds. Here comes 2 stacks of poison, 8 total stacks, 16. Oh wait, Ray here is actually putting damage on Kapitan, but not gonna be enough though. That's gonna be 16 damage of poison, enough to take down Ray on the very first round of this series.
That's what I'm talking about. there were a lot of stacks from the poison from Kapitan, and again, the god reptile can't do anything from the
True.
poison. As long as he have poisons, as we head into the later part of the game, it will be very hard for him to counter that.
I have to agree with you on that. Like we said early on, before the battle even started, the moment we saw their lineups, Kapitan there had the advantage when it came to later rounds, and Ray actually tried to counter that out by using his plant to destroy Kapitan's plant as well, take the brunt of the damage there from the gas unleash, and then use his mech to actually fight back and destroy the plant of Kapitan. Now, that being said, with a 2v3 situation, all the cards of the axes will be had rotated throughout the two remaining axes of Kapitan. They're leaving him with the advantage when it comes to card draws, and that's exactly why Kapitan managed to jump twice onto that mech,
Yeah.
finally destroying him, pushing through the stuns, and now we are gonna be seeing
Oh.
round number 2.
Yeah, there was some switch of axes here. Kapitan will be using double bug and an aqua with a pokey, but here Ray's very aggressive because knowing that there are double discards, it doesn't want to do some good cards right there. But then again, there's gonna be a triple discard that was a lot, and the sandals almost enough, but again, they will be having, it's almost equal there. Their frontliners will be having some very low HP there, but still it's a good play between each other. Almost tie because again they use up all their energy and their HP somehow equal. So what are your thoughts here as Kapitan changes lineup for this round?
Actually, I think Kapitan was hoping for Ray to change lineups as well here and possibly go for a counter against his double jumping poison team. But knowing that Ray had the advantage when it comes to I think has the advantage when it comes to Axie counts. Kapitan here switched out as well, but now Ray here is gonna be going for a kill, taking out the bug, followed here by Kapitan taking out the plant as well. Now Ray actually knows that the counter to Kapitan's lineup here is just to keep dishing out damage, use up the cards before Kapitan here can discard any of his cards here. Now Kapitan going in strong, that's gonna be a risky fish followed by a upstream swim. Double, of course, it's gonna be enough. 2 balloons popping off, taking out that mech.
And the bulwark here was thrown by Rain, expecting some damage there, but it's gonna be a discard. So let's see what will be the card. Oh, Tiny Dino was taken out there, but again, Ray will be dishing out huge slabs, huge damage here. As we see, double Tiny Dino. How many damage? Oh, there you go. Almost 40% of HP was remained, but the Tiny Catapult reflex with the bulwark causes a lot of damage there. Now, still, it's a 2v1, but Ray is wanting to execute the bug, but Kapitan deals some damage there. But again, the bug here will be a sacrifice as we head into round number 7.
That was actually a good move from Kapitan there, just using his aqua here to put 3 damage on that reptile, and now that's gonna be a critical from the fish hook, followed by a Pocky. Of course, here comes the double upstream swim. Any type of damage here being reflected back is not gonna be enough, and Kapitan will be sweeping through that god reptile.
Have you seen that Pocky damage? 212 if not mistaken.
True.
That was a lot of damage. Even though he is having like reflex from that reptile, it wasn't enough to stop the damage from Kapitan. So again, Kapitan showing his leadership on this series, being Kapitan. And again, congratulations, because again, it's another 2-0
2-0.
for our day 6.
That was a great game for Kapitan. They're actually just defeating every Axie that Ray had, and now Ray will be forced to step down from this battle, from the battlefield itself, and Kapitan will be going through the next match here. Possibly, I think we will be seeing him by later afternoon.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. And-
Possibly.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be seeing him battle it out. Whoever wins the series, game series 3 here. And now, again, congratulations to Kapitan here. Commend to Ray for getting through this far, getting this far into this tournament. But now we're gonna be taking a short break. I am Invicto. Together here with me is
Charlie, and again, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Good day mga boss! Welcome to Crypto Mo to. Alam naman natin lahat ngayon ang sobrang patok na Axie Infinity. Ito ay isang play-to-earn game. Lahat tayo gustong-gusto natin maglaro nito. Paano ba tayo makapag-start? Kailangan muna natin mag-purchase ng Axies. Saan ba binibili yung Axies? So meron tayong tinatawag na marketplace. Dito, pwede kayo mamili ng lahat ng Axie gusto nyo. Pero, kailangan nyo gumamit ng isang currency pambili rito. Ano bang currency na to? Ito yung WETH, W-E-T-H, or Wrap Ethereum. It is an Ethereum-based token for us to use para makabili ng Axie. Ngayon, ang tanong, saan tayo bibili ng WETH or WETH? Dito yan sa CryptoMoto. Isa kami sa biggest dealer ng WETH dito sa Philippines. You can contact us sa aming Facebook page. Wala nang iba sa link namin, www.facebook.com/CryptoMotoTV. And meron na kaming chatbot. Kung gusto nyo kami makontak, i-message nyo lang kami sa Facebook and i-type nyo Aling Marites, and automatically, meron kaming chatbot dyan na sasagot sa inyo. Pagka-type nyo ng Aling Marites, lalabas yung current rates ng CryptoMoto. Mas mura pa yan sa Binance. Lalabas dyan kung anong gusto mong bilhin, WETH, AXS, or gusto mong magbenta ng SLP, or even bumili ng SLP pwede. So let's say for example, buy WETH. Ngayon.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to again United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament. I am Invicto. Together here with me is
Charlie, and again, day 6, we'll be having on to our third series already. So we had fast games earlier, 2-0 clean sweep from Kapitan and Paco TV, and right now we'll be having Chowdy versus Taxton.
Yes.
What are your thoughts here, Invicto?
This is a battle of top players. Both of them actually went through the leaderboards. Again, of all the Axie players, of the thousands, I think hundreds of thousands of players here in Axie Infinity, they bulldozed through those people and actually defeated some of the best to get to the top spot. Now, Chowdy, I think, went to the top in Season 18, and Daxton was the top on Season 19, just the last season. Now, we are going into Season 20. I don't know who will be the crown champion here, but both of them has proven their worth outside of esports tournaments here, the esports scene of Axie Infinity, but that still means a lot, that still speaks a lot about these two.
Yeah, so I'm kind of rooting here for Game 3 between these two players.
I am as well, actually.
So again, huge shoutouts to Moy Palaboy, U-Level, and UGG for making this event possible, bringing up these players for us to see some matches or skills like they will be showing later on. And again, we would also like to thank CryptoMoto TV and the Board Punks for our prizes that will be given to the winners. And speaking of winners, you also can have a chance to win some AXS here, like what you're seeing in front of you. We have a selfie event. So basically, from the word itself, you just need to do some selfie poses beside our website. So make sure you go to your computer or laptop, visit our website, unitedgamers.gg, and check your favorite thing there, because you need to put some caption of what's your favorite thing about our website. And make sure you put the hashtag UGG site visit and share and retweet, because again, this event is on Facebook and Twitter. So top 2 photos from Facebook and Twitter will be having a chance to win 3 AXS each. So make sure you share the post, call all your friends, relatives, make sure that they will like, because again, most likes will be the one who will win the AXS.
Yes, and speaking of AXS, this is going to be a prize pool for this tournament. That's going to be 180 AXS. For the first, having 70, second having 40, third having 25, fourth 15, fifth to 6, 10, 7 to 8, 5 AXS. Basically, once you get into the top 8, you are no longer at a loss. Basically, you haven't wasted your time joining the tournament. Of course, even if you don't get into the top 8, you still didn't actually waste any time. You've learned a lot in the Axie scene, Axie esports scene. But going back to the prize pool, if you do get into the top 8, why stop there?
Yeah.
Why stop there? You can just bulldoze again. You can just force your way through the remaining enemies there, get to the top. But as easy as it sounds, it's not actually that easy when done.
And I would like to thank again, special thanks Board Punks of Society, because they added a glitter to our prize pool. So the grand champion will be receiving an NFT picture. So what you're
Right
seeing
there.
here on my left side, that blue guy,
Yes.
it's a worth of a lot of prize So again, huge shoutouts
Man,
to
that
Board Bunks.
guy is so handsome, right?
Yeah, it's so handsome. And if you receive that, you will be handsome as well because it's a one and only NFT
course.
provided by Board Bunks of Society.
And receiving that means that you have become the
Yeah,
champion.
it's like a badge.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
badge. You have become the champion of the very first season of Axie Pro Tournament. So you won't just be handsome, you will be the strongest out of all the 64 contestants that battle it
Yeah.
out in this championship.
So it will bring you some bragging rights
Yes.
as you flex that NFT provided by Board Bunks. And
Just
by
walk
the,
around the streets.
yeah,
and
walk.
Show them, oh, look at this. This is the BPOS that I won during the Axie Pro Tournament.
Yeah. So again, by the way, while you're watching here, if you want to see some Filipino broadcast, we're live at the Mon May Palabis page. You can check the FB page. It is also cross-posted to our United Gamers Guild FB page. And again, this English broadcast is streamed as well onto our Twitch and YouTube. So you can choose between the two on where you prefer. So what's your most preferred social media platform? So again, make sure you like and share our stream just for us to reach different players, Axie players, so that they can learn something, because this is gonna be a lot of showcases of the skills of our players.
Yes, and now, again, Chowdy versus Taxton here. But before we get into the battle at hand here, please do check out the UGG website, unitedgamers.gg, to stay updated with, of course, the latest NFT, crypto, blockchain, any sort of information, any sort of news within the crypto world. And of course, you will also be finding information about the incoming giveaway there for a Axie scholarship, which will actually will be drawn on February 13. Now, that's not the only thing you'll find there. You'll also be finding information about the incoming Axie Pro Tournament Season 2.
Yeah, so while we're going on the Season 1, we're actually up for the registration for the Season 2. So while you're watching, make sure you register if you are planning to join this season, this upcoming season, to face different Axie players, and for you also to win some prizes, because again, we have a lot of prizes provided from our sponsors. So make sure you don't forget to put that on your to-do list.
Yes.
If you're planning or if you're willing to experience a lot of very good experience from that Axie.
But now we are going into the battle of top player here. That's gonna be Taxton going against Chowdy. Now Taxton here is actually equipped with a very interesting lineup, a plant, bird plant, and that backlane plant has a shiitake mushroom, followed by a cactus, carrot, and Sirius. Now that might just mean basically disabling Chowdy here from jumping through the back, but that's gonna be a very soft opening coming in from Taxton using a cattail. Now that mid lane bird will actually be a almost identical to the bird of Chowdy here, having blackmail, egg bomb, of course the toothless bite, and that hair dagger. Of course, the front lane here will be an anti-bird, which is actually really advantageous for Chowdy or for Taxton here, with that turnip, cactus, vegan diet, and of course that cattail.
So as per checking here, I think Taxton already anticipated the lineup of Chowdy.
True.
It's an anti-bird. Knowing that the bird was placed, so the Axie placement here, it was onto the mid lane, and we are all seeing that they both have sticker raid, which target the furthest, not the one the middle. It's the furthest. So in terms of advantage, it has more advantage with the Taxton. And yeah, like what Invectum said here, there's a turnip rocket. So later on, if he gained a good combo here, he might tide the battle with a turnip rocket on to Chowdy.
Yes, and at the same time, actually, Taxton here putting his plant on the back lane there will ensure that Taxton's bird here will be kept safe throughout the early parts of the round, even if Chowdy does get the toothless bite before Taxton gets either the turnip or the toothless bite. But now, as we can see here, there's going to be another technical pause, And at the same time, let's talk about, for now, let's talk about what's the situation between Chowdy versus Taxton. Chowdy there actually had, I think Chowdy, no, Taxton. Taxton had the sneak rate, but he didn't have the cards to deal the damage towards that bird. Now, at the same time, Chowdy actually had the cards to deal damage, but he didn't have the sneak rate. And at the same time, even if he does have the sneak rate, he won't be able to easily jump through the back because the bird of Taxton isn't on the back but in the middle. So basically, Chowdy will have to jump to the back twice if he wants to take out that plant.
Yeah, and there's a shiitake there, so it's not gonna be easy for Chowdy to delete that plant. So
True.
I just want to know, what are your thoughts for a stick? By the way, before that, we're seeing here a lot of cards. I want to focus here. There's the bug splat, double wooden stab, and the mosquito will be enough for Chowdy to remove that plant. And now the bird of Taxton will be vulnerable from attacks here by Chowdy.
That's gonna be a hair dagger getting one card, followed by an egg bomb here. 161 HP left. Taxton going in strong with that plant, taking out Chowdy's front lane here and taking one energy from Chowdy as well. But here comes the egg bomb play. Not gonna do much here though, but actually gonna take out Taxton's bird. Now it's down to 1v2 situation.
And there's the armor up from Chowdy, knowing that Taxton will attack, but also Taxton thought that he will be attacked by the bird, so he did use a shiitake there.
Ooh.
Now, speaking of attack, here comes the blackmail egg bomb combination with some all-out shot.
Critical.
Huge damage here, brought to you by Chowdy, and the prickly trap and the mosquito will seal the deal on to game number 1. What a good play here by Chowdy. Everything was smooth, everything was on point, no cards has been wasted. So clean a win from him.
True, I have to agree with you on that. Again, Chowdy there knew the winning conditions of that lineup, knowing full well that Taxton had the plant on his back lane. He knew that he wouldn't be able to burst through that back lane. No, Chowdy there actually went through the front door, disabling or taking out the turnip from the equation early on by using his 2 plants to destroy that front lane plant. And then at the same time, Taxton having that all-out shot, Chowdy having that all-out shot advantage, means say even though he does only have 2 energy left, he will still have enough cards, or he will be able to deal enough cards to take out Chowdy's bird. Now, that's exactly what he did. He destroyed the plant and then destroyed the bird, basically hunted it down. Now, going into a 1v2 situation, that was already a disadvantage for Taxton because he wouldn't have enough damage to destroy Chowdy's plant there, because that plant had, of course, the mosquito bite or the blood taste. Now, we are going into round 2 here. That's gonna be the same lineups, but and at the same time, Taxton still doesn't have that turnip.
Doesn't have turnip. So again, no jumping from Taxton towards the bird. But the hair dagger, that was a good hair dagger here from Taxton. Early draw cards here, and the turnip was used here just to burst out Chowdy. So Taxton plan here is just to remove the Axies one by one directly from the front, going into the back line. But here we have double prickly trap going in to Taxton, and the cattails slap here. So I think he was just using here, thinking that there will be draw cards, but there were no bug cards that will be thrown off here.
Actually, Chowdy here actually needs to burst through that front lane plant because of that vegan diet. He can just heal back up if he doesn't burst through that. But at the same time, Chowdy only needs a sneaker rate here to jump through the back again, but looks like he's going to be going for the front. Like I said, he does need to destroy that plant. Repeat what happened on the first round. It's going to be a critical, followed by 2 all-out shot. Now there's going to be a blood taste, putting pre-damage on that bird. But here comes the death of Chowdy's bird as well. The eagle has gone down. This is going to be Taxton. Oh, wait, just a minute. Chowdy not done yet, using 4 cards on that bird.
Bam!
And that's gonna be the bird hunted down like prey once again. It's down to a 1v1 situation.
It's gonna be a battle of sustain. Shiitake versus Blood Taste. Who will be the one who will sustain more than each other? But there you go. we can see a blood taste click from Chowdy, disabling some range cards here, but we are not seeing because all of the cards here of Taxton are melee. So let's see
True.
here, Prickly Trap versus Prickly Trap, their damage dealer and their sustain Shitake and Mosquito. What are your thoughts here, Invictum?
Well, this is gonna be a really interesting battle because again, Chowdy's mouth here is a bug card, meaning to say he has that 15% additional damage against this plant. Now, this Taxton here is actually gonna be using just one vegetal bite, followed of course by 2 Shiitake mushroom here. Now, Chowdy going in strong. Two cactuses and the cleanse scent. Now, Chowdy actually has the advantage here when it comes to the energy because Chowdy has that Bidence, which is an zero energy cost card, and Taxton here will just keep on healing back. Basically, once Taxton has removed or exhausted all of his energy here, Chowdy will have the advantage, and we are now gonna be seeing the Blood Moon round sooner or later.
Yeah, so again, like what I've mentioned, this is the battle of sustain. So let's see who will be the strongest in terms of saving their own HP and their lives. Now, Taxton still not being aggressive. He's still serving some heals there as long, but the damage
critical.
250.
That changes the game here. Round 10, the Blood Moon Curse is upon us. Taxton low on health. Chowdy still having 426 HP. Taxton will be forced to use up the energy that he has saved up here. Shroom's Grace twice and possibly use a Vegetal Bite as well or a Carrot Hammer to possibly put that shields
Moon
up here. There's gonna be round 10 again. Here comes the double Shroom's Grace and of course the Carrot Hammer as predicted to gain that shield. 149 damage, just dishing out. The counter punches here are full of criticals, but at the same time, Chowdy has the advantage when it comes to it. 50 damage from that Blood Moon Curse. Now they have to really think what their moves are gonna be from here on out because the next few damages here are gonna be I think 80 damage by round 11, and then Chowdy here will still have 0 energy while Taxton has the advantage with 4 energy coming into this round.
Yeah, and the card rotation here, we're not seeing any Shiitake for Taxton, but he is the one who needs some healings here. So right now, there were a lot of damage here. He will be the one first attacking. So let's see if he will be dishing out a lot of damage, and with the Blood Moon Curse, who will be the one who will suffer from that Blood Moon Curse? Will it be Taxton or Chowdy? But then again, it's very unpredictable, and also we are seeing some unexpected criticals there. So again, it's gonna be exciting if the critical will be landing on whose player. It's either Taxton or Chowdy. So again, that Prickly Trap is one huge problem if it criticaled by from Chowdy because he's the one who's gonna attack, and we all know the Prickly Trap deals a lot of damage if you attack last.
True, I have to agree with you on that. And at the same time, now, like you said, the criticals are actually factors that needs to be taken into consideration when playing Axie Infinity. Not just because it is based on RNG doesn't mean that it shouldn't be part of the game. Again, now in Axie Infinity, there will always be that critical factor that you always need to watch out for. And that being said, Taxton actually has the disadvantage not only because of that low health, like you said, that Prickly Trap won't be that Prickly Trap's effect won't be taking effect because of Chowdy's plant being the very last one on the speed bar.
Yeah.
And at the same time, actually Chowdy has the potential to put even more stacks of shield because of the leak, and at the same time the blood taste, and then of course that the cactus. Yeah. So and the Bidence as well, which is actually 0 cost, which actually is playing to a Chowdy's advantage right now going to the later rounds where he doesn't have any energy and he cannot save up energy because Taxton will just use his Vegetal Bite to steal that out.
Yeah, so again, if we're looking onto the Axie skills, again, I think Chowdy has much better advantage, knowing that Biden's has no cost, like what Invictum said. In the blood taste, we have a heal as well. So as we look on to Taxton, his butt is a vegetal bite, but as per checking, no one passed round, and again, it's either he gains some energy from Carrot or from vegetal bite. And even though Taxton has a lot of damage here because all of his cards aside from the Shiitake is a damage dealer, we have some armors here for Chowdy just to balance out the defense and the sustain from his blood taste. So again, we are heading now into the round which has a lot more damage because of the Blood Moon Curse. So I think this is the one where we stop.
This is going to be round 11. It's going to be double Shroom's Grace. Again, Taxton needs to sustain that plant as much as possible. And now Chowdy just going ham, of course, with that blood taste, knowing full well that it has the additional 15% damage coming in. Now going into round 12, this is going to be a battle of attrition. Whoever goes down first, actually if Chowdy goes down first, Taxton will be forcing a game 3. But at the same time, if Taxton goes down first, Chowdy will gain this series and Taxton will be forced out of this tournament. That's going to be 110 damage. Not going to be enough to take them out just yet. But the Shroom's Grace heal, 120, 106. That's going to be a Carrot Hammer here. Now he's going to be getting, or not going to be enough to take. Oh! Another critical from Chowdy. Minimal damage though. And now Taxton still has that card, that energy advantage here. Again, double Shroom's Grace. That's all Taxton needs to do here. Chowdy will just keep on pushing through Taxton here. Double 152, 152, 96. Is it gonna be enough? Let's see if that's gonna be enough. That's gonna be 170. Still not enough. Here comes the Shroom's Grace. Yet again, followed by 2. Oh, wait, just a minute. Taxton's cards has been removed from the battle. We all know what's coming here. That's gonna be Chowdy going in with blood taste. Of course, that's gonna be a prickly trap. Critical 250, 148 damage, 148 HP. That's gonna be 200 damage from the Blood Moon Curse. Taxton leaves the arena.
Oh my god, Chowdy became much more sustained onto that game. That was a huge battle between their healings and their survivability. Again, Blood Moon Curse, 200 damage. It was kind of funny because as we check here, the cards of Taxton was removed, so we all know what's gonna happen. But we didn't anticipate that there's gonna be a critical there. So that was really in favor of Chowdy, that part. So again, it's very hard to predict if it's gonna be a battle of sustain. But and again, because of the Blood Moon Curse, only one will be winning.
That was a good move there for Taxton actually, where he used all of his cards to maximize his shield there. Use up 2 Shroom's Grace and of course the 2 Carrot Hammer, but still not gonna be enough against Chowdy's critical there, using that Prickly Trap, which was really timely because by that round, the Blood Moon Curse damage is actually on 200. And that was enough to basically take Taxton out of the tournament. Now Chowdy will be going to the next series, and I think we will be seeing him later on in this tournament. Now that's gonna be for us. For now, we will be actually seeing more battles coming through later on. But for now, we're gonna be taking a short break. I am Invictum. Together here with me is
my name is Charlie, and again, stay tuned. We will be right back for more actions.
Good day mga boss! Welcome to Crypto Mo to. Alam naman natin lahat ngayon ang sobrang patok na Axie Infinity. Ito ay isang play-to-earn game. Lahat tayo gustong-gusto natin maglaro nito. Paano ba tayo makapag-start? Kailangan muna natin mag-purchase ng Axies. Saan ba binibili yung Axies? So meron tayong tinatawag na marketplace. Dito, pwede kayo mamili ng lahat ng Axie yung gusto nyo. Pero, kailangan nyo gumamit ng isang currency pamili rito. Ano bang currency na to? Ito yung WETH, W-E-T-H, or Wrap Ethereum. It is an Ethereum-based token for us to use para makabili ng Axie. Ngayon, ang tanong, saan tayo bibili ng WETH or WETH? Dito yan sa Crypto Mo to. Isa kami sa biggest dealer ng WETH dito sa Philippines. You can contact us sa aming Facebook page. Wala nang iba sa link namin, www.facebook.com/CryptoMotoTV. And meron na kaming chatbot. Kung gusto nyo kami makontak, i-message nyo lang kami sa Facebook and i-type nyo Aling Marites, and automatically, meron kaming chatbot dyan na sasagot sa inyo. Pagka-type nyo ng Aling Marites, lalabas yung current rates ng Moto. Mas mura pa yan sa
Welcome back!
lalabas dyan.
Welcome back again!
The sequel!
The sequel, the United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament, and we are here for your English broadcast, and we're your shoutcasters for this series, Oversized and Awi Hill. I'm Archer Perez with
Invictum, and again, this is gonna be Oversized versus Awi Hill. I'm not sure if Oversized actually prepared another cosplay. Maybe he's gonna be surprising us yet again. But again, this is gonna be Awi Hill versus Oversized. Both of them actually very powerful players here in the esports scene of Axie Infinity. But at the same time, only one winner can go through the next series here.
And of course, who wins here will fight against another player from today's matches. This day is gonna be a long and very, very crucial moment in the tournament, because this is where we're gonna be dropping off some people, some names that you know, to finalize the upper bracket for tomorrow. So this is a do or die situation again for Oversized and Awi Hill.
Yes.
Wait, is it a do or is this do or die? No,
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because this is the lower bracket. And whoever wins between Oversized and Awi Hill will be going through the next series and battle it out with whoever lost and got kicked down to the lower bracket yesterday.
All right.
Because Hezelia actually is one of the players for today.
All right. So this matchup again, Oversized and Awi Hill, both very, very unique players in the Axie esports scene. And I can't wait what Awi Hill would be pulling out against Oversized. Oversized, very well known with the Aqua Beast plant, and very, very unorthodox game style as well.
The unpredictability of Oversized is just on another level.
Some people meme how he plays, but
True.
look where he is right now. He's one of the top contenders and favorites of the tournament.
Yep. Again, Oversized might be fun in games outside of esports, but when he does get into tournaments, he means business.
Yes.
And he brings out all the guns that he is carrying and basically hiding from the people's eye against whoever he's up against. Again, like we saw yesterday or the past few days, he went up against Ruthless. He went up against some of the best players here, but Oversized still took the victory and actually got all the way here, where he is on the verge to getting back to the upper bracket.
Yes, and it's just exciting stuff to see. And yeah, I just checked our chat box just in case we are seeing any activity. And yeah, to everyone who is here in the Twitch channel, we are actually just happy that we have multilingual broadcast. You can also check also our website for unitedgamers.gg if you're interested to join our second season for United Gamers Axie Pro Tournament.
Now that's gonna be the one of I think this is one of the best tournaments so far that we have seen in the Axie Sports.
Oh yeah,
scene.
definitely.
Again, we are seeing
We're
big
somewhat
names.
setting the standard.
Yes, actually, well, that is true. We've heard from some of the other tournaments that they are actually looking forward to matching the level of quality of UGG's Axie Pro Tournament here. But again, we have very big names involved here in Axie Pro. This is just the first season.
Yeah.
We're gonna be seeing the second season soon, I think in March. And of course, there's gonna be more registration, more registrants, and more people going into the qualifiers.
And it's something to look forward to, especially that our esports scene in Axie Infinity is very, very young, and we are excited to see how much this will continue to grow in the coming, not just years, in the coming months. We're gonna be seeing spikes of growth, especially a lot of Axie events and grants were granted to organizers to promote more esports scene of Axie Infinity.
Now, huge shout out, of course, to UGG, Boss Rod, Phil of Moy Moy Palaboy, U-Level, and of course, Cryptomoto, and our Board Punk Society for making this happen. Now, we are going to round 1, Oversize versus Awi Hill with Javier.
For Oversize, he's pulling out the double Aqua Hybrid on the mid lane. That's gonna be on the back lane. Koi, Blue Moon, Coco, and the Piranha. High damage, 120, 120 on the Blue Moon and the Piranha, plus attack with the Coco. And here in the mid lane, that's gonna be a Risky. That's gonna be an Acro, Scarab, and Nemo. Huge damage, but it could have been more beneficial if having a Sandal, because we're going to be having a bug problem versus Awil. But going back to Oversize, going to be a plant with the bug splat. That's where he needed that, and that's going to be a Wooden Stab, a Sirius, and a Cattail, which is very, very useful as we have 4 bug cards and 1 beast card for the possible card draw rotations for this matchup. And here we go for round number 1.
Now, Awi Hill here is going to be trying to discard some of Oversize's card here, but Oversize, actually knowing full well that's what Awi Hill is aiming for, goes in with all of his cards, uses up 2 Nemo. Here comes the discard, but Oversize didn't have enough Cattails here to defend against that and possibly get all of the cards that he has used up. But now, there's going to be 3 cards, of course, followed here by a Wooden Stab, raise damage, 74 HP on that bug. Here comes Oversize, taking out the bug, followed, of course, by the Pocky. Is it gonna be enough? Not gonna be enough. The Beach will put some pre-damage on that mid lane as well.
Now, that's gonna be a Cattail goodbye for Oversize's plan. 2 card draws, which is really good. Now, he's gonna be setting up for huge damage, but that's gonna be a huge wall. 231, dodges the stun with a Coco. That's 162, gets the kill, possibly. But there's gonna be a huge play here by Oversize. Dodges the balloon with the Scarab. Continues with the Risky. What a play here by Oversize.
Now, Awi Hill will use up 2 cards. It's gonna be Crimson, followed by an upstream.
Oversize!
But Oversize predicting that Awi Hill will put a speed buff there. Uses 2 Acro. Now he is in position. Wait, he got it again! Double Acro here. 90 enough to take him out. But Awi Hill doesn't have enough cards or enough energy to take out the mid lane of Oversize either.
And that's gonna be a setup on the back lane, plus attack on the Blue Moon for the finish! Oversize! Doing it again! Takes game number 1.
That was an amazing play coming in from Oversize. What a prediction there. He used up 2 Acros to basically put himself on the top spot when it comes to the speed
Not only
battle.
that, the shield
was
there, and
true.
miraculously,
He got
the double Acros again.
And at the same time, Awi Hill there didn't have any energy to destroy the mid lane
Because he
Aqua of
didn't get
Oversize.
to set up and save up energy
True.
due to the aggression of Oversize. That dodge with the balloon was next level. Alright,
Imagine-
next level.
You know what's gonna come after that.
He knew the balloon possibility if he only placed a Risky.
True.
And if he saved 1 energy for that matchup, that bug would still have lived and possibly get the fish knock and delayed the game. Possibly Awi Hill gaining energy. That outburst of energy coming in from Oversize, killing the mid lane bug, was the turning point of that matchup. Especially, another winning moment for Oversize is the Acro
Exactly.
load up.
The double
My
Acro there.
God.
Actually, Awi Hill wanted to secure his first spot on the battle there by using up the
Oh my
upstream's wheel.
God.
But Oversize, knowing full well that Awi Hill would be trying that tactic, used up 2 of his acros, basically putting 2 speed buffs, speed plus on his mid lane Aqua, and counter-attacking Awi Hill, and then getting, again, like you said, miraculously getting 2
That
acros
deck
again.
reset though.
Yes.
Oh my God. Definitely got the reset and he had a lot of possible card draws there, but it was amazing to see a double acro pick up there. And yeah, that's gonna be game number 1. We are possibly seeing a huge adjustment here for Awi Hill because again, bugs are really having problems with the aquas. But it's just amazing to see how the dodges went through. And as you mentioned earlier, since the discard's gonna be coming through, Oversize just bombed everything as much as he can, and it was all on point.
Just used up every card he had, every 0 energy, used up 3. The first 3 energy that he got on the first round didn't actually needed to save up energy because he knew that with the Nemos he'll be getting them back and will be setting up the next round for himself.
Oh my God. So guys, this is a huge moment here.
Oh!
No changes whatsoever. Awi Hill wanting to get back on that lineup of Oversize of the double Aqua. Will history repeat itself in favor of Oversize, or will Awi Hill force a game number 3?
That is the question here. But again, Oversize having that 1-point advantage over Awi Hill will put Awi Hill under pressure. But again, Awi Hill here is not new to pressure, being one of the top players here, actually being a part of the past leader